everybody. Today's episode of Impeccable is going to be pulled pork sliders, but the twist is that the pulled pork is going to be made out of a spaghetti squash. To start, we are going to get a spaghetti squash baking sheet. We're going to cut this spaghetti squash in half lengthwise. So the inside of the spaghetti squash has all of the pulp and seeds in the middle. I'm just going to take a spoon and I'm scooping all of that out. I've got the first one carved out. My second one is all carved out as well. Put a little, maybe a tablespoon of oil into each spaghetti squash. Rub that around with my fingers. The whole inside middle part. I'm gonna do the outside as well. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other half. Just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper on each spaghetti squash. Turn these middle side down. Take the sticker off. I'm gonna throw these in my oven, 375 degrees for about 40-45 minutes. I've pulled my spaghetti squash out of the oven and I'm going to put it aside to cool for just a second. The last thing I really need to make the rest of the filling is an onion. Peel it, then dice it. You know, typical onion things. I'm gonna use probably about half of this onion. Whew. I am ready to make the rest of the pork slider. Just before I go and finish my spaghetti squash and cooking it, I just wanted to go over the ingredients before I switch angles. You're gonna need some barbecue sauce, some salt and pepper, garlic powder, red pepper flakes, some cumin and some paprika, along with the onion that you have just cut up. I'm just gonna heat about a tablespoon of oil. I'm gonna take all of my onion I just cut and throw it in there as well. Turn it up to about medium-high heat. While my onions are just cooking down a little bit in there, take my fork and start shredding. My onions are cooked down pretty well. A little bit of garlic powder, cumin, some salt and pepper, and some paprika. You want to coat your onions in the spices. So mine are pretty coated. Take my spaghetti squash, throw it in here. So everything doesn't burn, add a tablespoon or two of either water or vegetable broth. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Now that my spaghetti squash is coated with all the spices, I'm gonna add about a quarter cup barbecue sauce. My spaghetti squash is pretty much done cooking. I've now toasted my slider buns. Almost burned them, but that is whatever. A little bit of my filling. You can top these with whatever you want. I'm gonna top mine with a little bit of coleslaw. Flip those puppies over. Here we have our two slider buns. I am really hungry, so. They are just as good as I remember, if not better. Serve these with your favorite side, mac and cheese. I don't even know what else goes with pulled pork. These even like things you eat at a barbecue? I have no idea. This concludes my spaghetti squash pulled pork slider video. I hope you enjoyed me dropping the spaghetti squash on the ground because I burned my hand pretty bad. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you've ever made these before or something similar, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what I could have done differently or what you think I should have added. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys next week.